Hey, what's up, YouTube? It is Melanie back with Melanie Loves Death Metal. I am doing another label spotlight today. I did one of these several months ago on Maggot Stomp when I first started my channel. And that was to be desired, not the best recording. So I'm going to try and bring these back with a little bit better organization, a little bit better quality. Unfortunately, I'm on my laptop camera right now, so the video quality and the sound quality is not the best, but I did order a new camera, a new microphone for this type of a video setup, which I can use for work. So I justified that. So yeah, today I'm going to be talking about Frozen Scream's Imprint, a small label and a fanzine label as well, that I recently learned about this year on Instagram. So if you're not familiar, Frozen Screams is based out of New York, and it's a smaller death metal label, grindcore label, and they do metal, death metal releases. So I have featured several of the releases on my channel before, my collection updates, but if you have not checked out all of those, which I don't blame you, there's over 30 of them, I'll show them off again here, stuff that I've shown off several times. But before I do that, really quickly, again, I'm fairly new to Frozen Screams. I just learned about them a couple of months ago, admittedly through Instagram. I saw bands like Warflurch and stuff like that promoting the fanzines that are coming out. I think it was like the second fanzine when I learned about Frozen Screams. So again, new relationship here with this small label. I just started buying the releases, and I've just been completely sold with everything that I've gotten. I've been super pumped about this, and I really want more people to know who they are and try to give as much exposure as possible. So, from what I understand, it might just be a one-man project. I might be completely wrong about that. Again, I'm not going to admit to know everything or act like I know everything. Just from what I've seen on Instagram, it's a one-man project. It does live streams with other people like Laugh After Death and Warflurch, and is on those live Instagram streams that I've seen several times. So that's immediately the only background that I have. But like I said, I've bought several things from this label already, and I've shown them off on this channel, but really quickly, I'll show them off once again. One of the first releases that I ever got from Frozen Screams was Involtation, which I've shown this. This is a double LP tape, so two full-length albums on a tape. First one is Unconquerable Death, and then take the tape out. It's really nice blue tape. And then you take the J card out, and obviously the other J card is the second album, Wolf Strap. So again, this is a really good death metal album. I've talked about this on the stream already. Really good stuff, so check this out if you haven't. And as far as I know, some of this stuff that I'm showing off today is going to be sold out. So unfortunately, apologies on that. If you were hoping to get a tape or anything that you've seen today, you might be able to find some in distros and stuff like that. But for the most part, if you buy the Bandcamp downloads and you stream the music, that's a win for me. So the next tape, and then I've recently shown this in my like 2 collection updates ago or something, is the new Wretched Inferno Festering EP. It comes in this really nice slipcase with some cool artwork, and then there's the tape. Just for the sake of time, I'm not going to take them all out and show the tapes again. You can see them in my collection updates from the past. But again, Wretched Inferno, another awesome band. I've been really excited that I finally got that. Found them through Frozen Screams. Just that is really good. So definitely check them out if you haven't yet. Excuse me. So the next one is Blemish, which I pumped this up like crazy. Check this out. Again, another slipcase right here. Really cool green tape. Again, some grindcore, I guess is a genre. Really good stuff. This admittedly got me more into grindcore, and I've been looking and trying to find more as much as possible ever since I've gotten this. So, and I think there actually might still be some available of those. And then the first ever Frozen Screams tape that I got after, and probably one of my first purchases, was Congenital Deformity with Sacrifice. This is just amazing death metal. If you have not checked this out yet, please do so. I believe this is a repress that Frozen Screams did. Congenital Deformity also released this, I think, on their own. I might be completely wrong about that. We'll look on their Bandcamp. So again, this is great. And then finally, The new Mall compilation that just came out on this really awesome yellow tape with the collaboration of Hostile Records, Cavernous Records, all there we go. So again, really good. Mall is fantastic if you have not checked them out yet. So that's what I have so far. I have pre-ordered a couple of things. They won't be coming for several months, but I am going to pull up their Bandcamp and share with you guys everything that they have available right now. So FrozenScreamsImprint.com will just take you to their Bandcamp, and as you can see, the music page is pretty much everything that they've released so far, and then products, you can click there to see what product is available. So I'll start off first with Weeping, Eternal Suffering in the Light of God. This is a new release that's going to be coming out. I believe August is when they'll be shipping out around the tapes. I think the digital release is already out. Sorry, the digital release is already out. Jeez, I can't talk. So the whole digital release is already on Bandcamp, but in terms of tapes and vinyl, they have not come out yet. So this is a pre-order that I have, as you can see. And this was also a collaboration with Night Shift Merch, who I've talked about on here 100 times, where they're selling the vinyl, also selling a tape, and then t-shirts. So this is a really, really good release. I listened to the whole thing before I bought the album, so I was happy that the digital release came out first, and I was able to decide on it if I wanted it. It is just depressive, like insanely dark death metal. It's the new wave of death metal that I'm immediately going to jump behind, and I absolutely enjoy. Really nice tape that I'm excited to get. I pre-ordered the tape, but after seeing pictures of the vinyl, which look absolutely incredible, I admittedly kind of want the vinyl now. So it looks like the vinyl is completely sold out on the Bandcamp, but I think as far as I know, Night Shift still has some. So I'm probably going to pre-order one of these. So again, it looks like the vinyl is not going to be shipped out until around September, which is pretty much the state of the industry right now. There's just pressing delays and stuff like that. So unfortunately, the music's coming out first and then your product is coming a lot later. But to me, it's well worth the wait, especially if you absolutely love the music. And for this particular release, I absolutely love it. I think it's fantastic. So definitely check out Weeping if you haven't yet. So that's the first thing that I have coming that I've been excited about. The other thing is this new one. This recently was just released, and this is Bog Monster or Bog Munster, I think that's how you say it. Hell is Full. This is some really good death doom metal. It is so good. I am so pumped to get this, and I immediately had no idea who these guys were until I saw Frozen Screams drop the release announcement. I listened to it, and as you can see, I own it. I'm waiting for the tape to get here. So it comes on this awesome tinted blue tape. I just absolutely love the artwork for this. And the one thing I want to call out is the design factor of Frozen Screams is just top notch. Like the graphic design, the thought process that goes into the layouts and all of the merchandise is fantastic. There's a lot of design aspects that people probably don't realize that bands and labels have to go through. And Frozen Scream takes their time with it. And that's what I absolutely love. I admittedly myself, I went to school a long time ago for graphic design back when I first started college. And so I'm not a pro by any means. I obviously didn't go through with it, but the whole design aspect of things, I always appreciate the artwork and the layouts and the way that they promote and do these flyers and stuff like that. I love it. In fact, behind me, I have a couple of promotional flyers that I've gotten from like Head Split and who else? Carbonized Records, stuff like that I thought, oh, those are really cool advertisements, and I framed them and put them back there from some of my favorite albums that have come out recently. So again, this is another thing that I love about Frozen Screams. It's just a small little minor detail that some people probably don't give a shit about, but for me, it's something I absolutely love. So these pictures, like they just, it's good marketing. It sells. Like it's catchy. I see it on Instagram and I'm like, well, that looks cool. And then I go look at it. Like I'm one of those people. So good job, guys. If you're watching this video, the thought process that goes into it, it is definitely, I definitely appreciate it. I know it can be painstaking and I know it can take a lot of time. So again, back to the band. This is fantastic death doom. The whole album is up already, but again, you gotta wait on the tapes to come. It looks like August around this time. but for me, it's been well worth the wait. And there's my little stupid face right there. So again, another great band that Frozen Screams has on their roster right now. So definitely check these guys out. The next band that I want to talk about is admittedly something I haven't bought yet, but I recently listened to it a couple of days ago and will probably make the purchase after I make this video. Obviously, I'm not going to do it live right now, but this is Mortuary Hammer. Admittedly, again, another band that I was not too familiar with. Saw the promotion go up on Instagram, this exact one. And I am a sucker for black and white artwork. I think it looks so clean. I love when the tapes are that way too. This artwork just in general is stellar. This whole entire, like this image right here, I love. Like I said, the design of the artwork and stuff like that is a big thing that I love about the death metal stuff, and it's a whole reason why I love collecting vinyl too, because it's just, you know, I collect it for the artwork sometimes. So again, Mortuary Hammer, this is very, very good death metal. I really enjoy what I listen to. The pricing, $8, you can't beat that. Like, you know, $8 tapes are just anything above $10 for a tape. Like I struggle with, unless it's like a huge collector's item. But, you know, again, this is really, really good. It is an EP, as you can see. Just really good. There you go. There's the J card. So just clean, looks nice. That black and white scheme, the layout looks nice. So again, this is really, really good. Definitely check this out. And there's always a little blurb down here about the band, where they're from, pretty much the approach that they take in terms of their music. This is a UK death metal, as you can see. Definitely got some HM2 vibes. I will say that, but it is really good death metal. Definitely check this out. Another solid release that Frozen Screams has recently announced within the last couple of weeks. So again, I need to order this. I want to order this. It's on my list of things, so I will probably get this, like I said, after this video. The next one that I have is another new release that they've recently announced, and this is Dead and Dripping. Oh, sorry, I haven't bought this one. Again, another one that I need to get on that. This is really good as well. The artwork is just crazy. I like the artwork. People think I'm weird. I like artwork like that. Again, this looks like it comes on a nice blue tape. Limited to 100. You know, these runs are super limited, which, you know, small labels, they do that. Pressing tapes, you know, making physical releases is expensive. So this is another really good release that just recently came out. Again, the full album is there. You just gotta wait for the physicals to come. It looks like August is for a lot of these, and then September. And then down here it goes into a small blurb. This is pretty much a brutal death metal album. It is good. So definitely check out Dead and Dripping. Another new release that they've recently announced. Like, I think there was a day where he literally announced like 5 or 6 new releases in one day. It was a Bandcamp Friday. I remember that. The next one, I will glaze over this one because Amelia, I haven't listened to it yet. But this is one of the other new ones. I have no idea how to say their name. I'm so sorry. This is another new release that was just recently announced. I still have to go and listen to this one. This was even more exclusive, sold for 50 tapes. But again, there's these really underground small bands that not many people know about that Frozen Screams is doing a really good job of getting on people's radar. So again, this is another new release that was just announced a couple weeks ago. Bestial Tongues, the next one, this is the one that I recently just bought. So this is really good. I again was super happy that I was able to listen to the music. It's available on Bandcamp. And just, I bought this as soon as I listened to the whole thing. I thought it was fantastic. It comes on this really cool orange cassette, which I guess originally wasn't supposed to be the original cassette color. And then the factory kind of came back. I was like, hey, we don't have that in stock anymore, but whatever for me. And I commented on Frozen Screams post about this. Like, they could make tapes that are just shit brown for every single release, and it wouldn't matter to me. The tape color is just an added bonus for me. And again, I always appreciate the artwork and the layouts that people do for these things, and it takes time. And these promotional flyers that they make are just so clean, and this is so good. I absolutely love the artwork for this one too. So I'm really excited to get this one. This will be coming out in a couple of weeks, so I'm pumped for that. So check this one out. Again, another fantastic release here from a band that I had no idea who they were. So Frozen Screams is doing it right now by getting the underground out there to people like me. New Jersey band, and he's been promoting a lot of New Jersey bands on here, which is cool. So Bestial Tongues is another one that I have coming soon. And then again, there's a lot of stuff on here. Like you see Ruin, he's done a Ruin release, and I've talked about Congenital Deformity. I've talked about Wretched Inferno, Maul, and Blemish. Actually, let me see if there's still some Blemish left. So there are. So the copy I got was just the tape with the slipcover. And I've shown that on the collection. They're available. Check this out if you haven't yet. This is fantastic. Like, I've talked about this to so many people. Again, it looks like there's some available. The music's there. You can listen to it. This is just really, really good. Like death grind, grindcore is a newer genre that I'm getting into. I really don't know a whole lot about, other than, you know, I've listened to Carcass and stuff like that in the past. So, but one thing I want to call out is that there was also their special edition of this tape, where it was a Butcher's Choice edition, where it was wrapped in butcher's paper with twine and blood splatter, like stuff like that. I didn't get one of these because, admittedly, I thought to myself, like, this is a little bit probably too much for just me. But very cool that they're doing stuff like this now. And as you can see, it's sold out, so people jumped on this. So again, those little extra small details that labels do is just really cool. I know it takes a lot of work, and I know it's extra money, but that's, you know, that's dedication. That's love that they do. So this was another cool thing that they did. So again, Blemish, please check this out. It is so good. The one release that I missed out on, and I'm a little bummed about, is the band called Flush Driver. And this is about the time I started to really look into Frozen Screams and stuff. Immediately wasn't that immersed into them yet. And this is really good. As you can see, it's like that gore, that horror movie gore metal that I absolutely love. And they did this special VHS. And I'm so bummed I missed this. And I watched like the Instagram live stream of this, of when he got it in stock, and like he showed it off. And I'm so bummed I missed this. So again, they're doing these cool little one-off collector's items that I love when labels do this. And this is pretty much what really got me into Frozen Screams. So, and then unfortunately, I missed out on the tape pressings, which they look so good. I love the artwork, and I'm a sucker for red tapes. Again, it's an added bonus for me if the tape is colored. If it's just a clear tape, that's fine. I don't give a shit. If it's brown, I don't care. But just the overall layout of this is so clean. It looks so cool. So Flush Driver is another band that you definitely should check out. Great stuff on here. The whole full album is there. I do hope it might be a pipe dream at this point, but there's a repressing of this at some point. I've searched around and looked for it. And just so you guys know, when you see this, that just generally means like they do not sell digital only for this specific release. A lot of labels do stuff like that. So they're saying basically just go to the band directly to get this. So yeah, I mean, if you want to give Frozen Stream $666, that's cool. But I have a funny feeling he would kind of be like, hey, I'm going to refund this and go to the band. So yeah. So if you ever see that, if you're wondering about that, which if you watch this video, you probably know that. But yeah. So Flush Driver is admittedly the one that I regret not jumping on as soon as I learned about it. It's tough. You know, there's so much stuff that releases at the same time, and I try to itemize where my money goes. And then there's always a regret. There's always a regret. So, and then this admittedly was the very first release that I think Frozen Screams did. I might be completely wrong, but Symptomy, I don't know how to say your guys' name. I'm so sorry. I've seen this floating around everywhere. A lot of distros have got, I think, something from this band, and this pretty much was another band that got my eyes into Frozen Screams. So this is also fantastic. It's also sold out. It came in this really cool. I like white tapes, but again, just the layout is just clean as hell. So yeah, so Frozen Screams has a lot of great stuff. And I really hope that everybody that watches this video goes and check it out. If you just want to know basically what products are available and not have to scroll through the music, you can just click product. It'll show you what's still available up there. Again, these two releases I've purchased and I'm super excited to get, and then as well as the Bestial Tongues. So Dead and Dripping is another one that I definitely want to get in Mortuary Hammer. These two. I need to get off my ass and just order them. And then immediately, I haven't checked this one out yet, so that's on my list. And again, he's getting into the vinyl scene with the Weeping vinyl, which just looks awesome. Let's just show that again. It just looks so good. Like red's my favorite color, red and black. So again, I'm a little bit biased. So, and then as always, I think this is pretty much initially where Frozen Scream started as a zine. There's number 4 is out right now. It comes in different color schemes. There's black, there's blue, there's posters, and there's a special sticker that was made. So if you're into the zines, there's special guest interviews, as you can see, from Reeking, which is an awesome band. Awesome, awesome band. Reeking is some stuff that I need to get. I'm going to take note of that. Warflurch, which I've talked about here several times, and then Universally Estranged, which will be in my next collection update because I finally got their stuff in stock. So again, check out that band as well. So yeah, so if you're not in the mood for buying tapes, but you're a zine person, Frozen Screams is also a zine, and a lot of time and effort goes into this. And again, that's promoted on Instagram, and I've watched the live streams about that. So for me, myself, I haven't immediately not bought any zines. And just, I don't know, it's just a personal thing for me, but seeing like Noxious Ruin and what they do and Frozen Screams, and I think Chopping Heads is another one that I've recently got turned on to, I'll probably start buying them. And I'm seeing that there's available now. So if you're watching this, you're probably going to start getting all of these random transactions from me. So again, I absolutely love Frozen Screams. I hope everybody else goes through here and you check them out and you find some albums that you absolutely enjoy and you buy. That's the whole purpose of this video. And yeah, so that's all that I had today. I really hope that you guys enjoyed these label spotlights. I had another request to do Ride at Life, so I would definitely probably do Ride at Life in the next couple of weeks. I have a lot of stuff from Ride at Life. Also planning to do Life After Death. Probably going to do, what was the other one? Probably Caligari is another one that I'll probably do. So yeah, these label things, the spotlights are going to come back. I'm probably going to do band spotlights too, where I only talk about a specific band and their discography. I started doing that with Between the Bear and Me. That's a really large band. I kind of want to go more towards more underground bands and get more exposure that way. So I've got some ideas that I'm throwing out there, and hopefully I'll get those recorded. So thank you guys again for all the support. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if there's other labels I should check out that I have never talked about on here on Spotlight. Oh, and Gurgling Gore. Definitely going to do a Spotlight on Gurgling Gore. You guys know I love Gurgling Gore. So thank you guys, and have a great weekend because it is Friday.